For a lot of family related reasons, today was not the best day. We were throwing a lot of stuff out of my parents' house, but I did find some really cool things. This was the very first portable television, a Radio Shack television, that I ever got. I've got to find the power cable for it, but I believe it still works. This was a robust little sucker that I actually had mounted in my Grand Am. And then I found this newspaper that I had saved from Warrensburg, and it has some of the people that were waiting in line to see episode 1, which is just wild. Oh man, it's so crazy thinking about that. Going through stuff, I also found this, which was sent by my sister to me when she was in Japan, an Ultraman puzzle and combination whiteboard. And this box here is one of the boxes that I managed to pick up. Now this stuff is kind of special for me. This is the very first book that I bought at a scholastic book fair for myself, and I signed the inside of it, and then my dad wrote my name up here as well on top. This has some of the most gorgeous art of dinosaurs in there. I love this book so very much, but the last one is probably one of my favorites, not because the dinosaur, the Triceratops, dies, which is one of my favorite dinosaurs, if not my favorite dinosaur. Well, Ankylosaur is really, but the whole like kind of overcast sunny day look was something that affected me for years, and I'd always tried to make in my artwork. And then I also ended up with one of these Panini sticker albums with a few of the stickers used. And then there were a few other things there. I found my original Darth Maul card back from Walmart. And then my Atari got thrown out. That's a whole other painful thing. It was in perfect condition, my Atari 5200. I did manage to salvage the books, so I've got to look at those and see how good a shape they're in. I found an Action Fleet TIE Fighter, which I don't even remember owning another one, but it's going to go up here where the rest of them are. There were a couple of other things in there, like some old diskette games in here. But this one, I think these two have copies of games on them, and I believe I remember overwriting this particular driver for that one. And then there's some other cool things in here. Like sometimes I end up finding things that I thought I didn't have in my collection. This is the back door to the Goddard Space Shuttle from The Next Generation. That's going to go up now. And then I actually found, as I flick it over here, my Grand Prix Pinewood Derby Award for placing. This is back when I was in Den 1, Pack 784 in 1984, when we were still living in Europe. And then a copy of Sonic 2. And then here's where things get kind of cool. So there is a very damaged, this one got the power cord ripped out, but it's a Sega Master System control pad. I'm going to do something with this. I'm not sure what yet. And then here's, okay, then there's also, I'm going to go ahead and jump to this one. A Gundam model, Game Boy game, a door to a She-Ra castle. And then here's my two favorite things. The first one is this beautifully retro looking video game. Now the screen looks extremely burned out, so I don't know if it is or not. This is Astro Destroyer, which is one of the Game and Time sort of releases they had, but it had a wire in the back because it also functioned as an alarm. A very, very cool thing that I spent a lot of time playing. I was addicted to those LCD games. And then this one here is really special. This was the second book I remember buying at a Scholastic fair, and it's got that up there. And I think my mom actually wrote that in there so I wouldn't get this stolen, because I carried this thing everywhere. And it is not in great condition, but most of the tabs still sort of work. And here, you know, remember, he gets his lightsaber. Oh, that's really torn whenever Luke's in the ice cave. This used to have where the where this snowspeeder would kind of zoom across on there. I don't remember what happened here. Oh, that was R2-D2 running by. Here you can do a little thing where Yoda appears. I'm such a sucker for these things, but this, whenever I felt alone or just kind of overwhelmed or bullied or something in school, this book was a huge thing for me. Get this straightened up here. This door would open up. There used to be a handle here to pull this up, so you'd kind of see that moment in Cloud City. Here, there was a really cool element where there was a part here that would pop over and Luke Skywalker would fall down as to kind of match the whole action here with Darth Vader. And then here, this one actually still works. This one is where the Millennium Falcon came out. You'll notice a little tab right there. Well, Luke Skywalker was supposed to be on this weather vane, and then he falls down onto it. And then it ends with a familiar ending shot from The Empire Strikes Back.